What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today is September the 17th. I want to give you a quick pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers and what big money is doing today. Before we get into any of that, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, futures are very green. So NASDAQ up 0.59, S&P 0.37, and Dow is up 0.22. It was actually green, as you can kind of see from the chart, prior to even retail sales coming out. So retail sales also did come in a little bit better than anticipated, so came in at 0.1. Forecast was negative, so it shows that consumers are out there still spending the money, stimulating the market. But I think all eyes are really on tomorrow, and I think the market is really hoping for a 50 basis point cut. As you can kind of see right now, there is a 65% likelihood of that occurring, that 50 basis point. So I think that would really stimulate the market. If it is a 25, I don't know. I have a weird feeling that the market might sell off a little bit, only because I think the 50 basis point is starting to be priced in right now. But at the time of doing this video, Fear and Greed Index is at 52, so under the neutral category. With a possible 50 basis point cut tomorrow, you could easily see this back in the greed category, meaning a lot of small and kind of mid-cap stocks are really going to get a lot of attention that they've been yearning for over the last little bit. So yeah, definitely something to maybe prematurely start thinking about one day in advance. Aside from that though, Sofi is up 1.24%. No actual news, no SEC filing, so it is just piggybacking off of the broader market. Plus, it is just getting a lot of good attention. Shorts over the last 2 days though have somewhat given up, or at least they admitted temporary defeat, but 19.21% of the free float is being shorted. It works out to be 201.11 million shares overall are being shorted. And just generally, shorts have been overextending themselves with Sofi for a while now, probably leading into one of the worst weeks imaginable for them. So kind of interesting. Some points to watch for right now with that $8.16. It is trading between this R2 and R3. So 802 will be the strong support, and then 840 will be the next strong resistance / target. I don't see this R3 being touched today, possibly tomorrow, depending on the results. But there might be a pullback today to maybe touch this R2. But I think generally today is going to be very bullish leading into tomorrow. That's just clearly my thoughts. But Palantir, it is up 2.01% at 37.04. So this stock is a beast of a stock. So new 52-week high was created today, and that is because of two things. So they did announce this news right here, as well as this. So Bank of America did announce that they're adding Palantir to their US 1 list. So a lot more liquidity, and I think it's just more of a sentiment. Shorts at the same time have been starting to return with Palantir, so 2.94% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 59.61 million shares overall are being shorted, and that equates to $2.16 billion. Some points to watch for right now with it at $37.10. It is trading between this R2 and R3. So 38.23 will be the next strong resistance / target, and then 36.87 will be the strong support. So definitely something to add to your watch list. Intel has been getting a lot of much needed attention, and so a couple of things that did come out. The whole potential deal with Amazon, I think that was definitely a saving grace for them, because they did lose, I believe it was Sony or the PlayStation deal, and they've already announced that. I think it was earlier this month anyways, when they did join, if I remember correctly, the Deutsche Bank semiconductor conference. They did say that one of their big contracts is kind of, they're losing it and they're not going to be renewing, and so clearly that was the whole Sony PlayStation. But yeah, I think in reality there is this that's really stimulating just optimism for Intel. So a lot of people and institutions are now looking at Intel as, well, maybe it is discounted overall, but 2.77% of the free float is being shorted. Shorts have been really doubling down and taking advantage of the broader Intel fear. So it went from around 2.16 to where it is now. Still not heavily shorted, something to keep in mind, but right now with it at 22.16, it is trading between this S1 and the pivot. So 23.86 will be that next strong resistance / target, and then 19.33 will be the strong support. Very wide gaps because obviously it did go up significantly, but in my opinion, I think just it will continue its momentum higher and this pivot will be touched. Might not be today, but with good data tomorrow. So you do have ticker ALLR. It is up 26.92%. This is what they do based on the company profile. So you can pause it and read through it, based out of good old Boston. If I'm saying that right, maybe that's not their accent, but it is up because of this. And so, as I've stated in the past, so biotechs and this isn't really my forte. So this is the reason why it is going higher. And yeah, it seems justified based on just quickly scanning through it. But again, you guys do your own due diligence at the end of the day. Not heavily shorted, so only 1.36% of the free float is being shorted. Right now with it at $3.94. It is trading between this S3 and this S2, so it's been hit very hard over the last little bit, but 405 will be that next strong resistance slash target that you want to watch for it to get over in order to continue this momentum, and then 334 will be the strong support. I don't see this S3 being touched today, so just kind of watch for this S2 of 405. Aside from that, Upstart is kind of getting that same positive momentum as what Sofi is getting today. So it is up 1.51% despite putting out this news at 1 a.m. So it looks like they are announcing their pricing of offering of $375 million of 2% convertible senior notes due 2029. So it's interesting. So a lot more companies are resorting to these convertible notes, and that is extremely damaging. So you might see shorts increasing their presence with Upstart because of this, even though shorts have definitely, they are all over Upstart right now. So 32.75% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 25.5 million shares overall are being shorted. And just generally, you can see that they have really started to pay more attention. So it went from around 29.05% to where it is now. But with it at 35.62, it is trading between these 2 points, so this S1 and the pivot. So 26.68 is going to be the strong support, and then 36.27 will be the next strong resistance slash target. So in my opinion, I feel like with Upstart and all these convertible notes, there will be more downside coming, but with rate cuts tomorrow, that could obviously help Upstart as well. So let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. But one final thing, take advantage of this promo. It is only up until September the 30th, and it does give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. So this is a kick-ass deal. Definitely take advantage of that. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.